Alright, so I've been working on a set of tools to make maps for Magicka without actually having to edit everything by hand. I won't go into much detail this time because I just made another video and I ended up wasting like 10 minutes explaining how everything works. But what you people are most interested in most likely is seeing the results. So this is a little small thing I threw in about like, I don't know, 2 minutes, putting together some simple stuff and making some tests. And this is the resulting game. So we can just go through challenges to pick the level. I'll change this stuff later on. But when we start this level up, you can see that when it finishes loading, we're in game. And right now it's very bare bones and it lacks, eye candy. But all of the mechanics are there. You've got collisions, you've got all of the texturing going on. We even got models of trees, right? Collisions also work with projectiles. These things also have collisions at the sides, right? Pretty much is a fully functional Magicka map. All you have to do is, get creative and actually make something that looks good, because this is just a test map. Yeah, the cool thing about this is that right now we can make basically any shape in Blender and just export it with the click of a button with my exporter add-on without really having to go manually defining every single vertex by hand. So that's pretty powerful, because right now, I mean, if I go quickly into here in Blender again, right, I can pretty much just go ahead and say, I don't know, imagine I want to change something about the map. Let's add another house, for instance, right? We can just click this house and we're gonna copy it and we're gonna put it somewhere around here maybe, right? And rotate it something like that or whatever. Maybe we don't want the house to be the same as the other, so we're gonna add a little chimney in here, right? So we're gonna create like a cube and we're gonna make this the chimney in here or whatever, right? This is obviously looking pretty bad because I'm doing everything in a hurry, but if you actually take time to make a proper model like you would, then you can make things that look pretty nice with this, because it's pretty much just 3D modeling at this point. You don't need to define anything by hand. So yeah, and here we go. There's our new house with its little chimney on the top, which I think it's a bit hard to see. I chose a really bad angle, but it's there, you can see it. And right now it doesn't have a collision, right? But the collision is real easy to add. You just go over here and you select the collision mesh, which is independent, because we could make this automatic, but I thought that it would tank performance a lot to have a high poly collision mesh for the trees. So I actually just made it so that collision meshes are automatic, right? I mean, sorry, are made entirely by hand. So yeah, but you can go as complex as you want, you can go as simple as you want, it doesn't matter. It's just very easy to drop down stuff and get it done. And now imagine, I don't like the way the house looks, no problem. Just move it out of the way, right? Just click the house and we can just move it over here, for example, right? Yeah, it's got a somewhat better angle, I guess. We can sink it a little bit on the ground. We can make the chimney a little bit taller, I guess, or whatever. And something like that would look a bit cooler, I guess, right? We save, we file, export again, compile once more, and there we go. And there we go. The level has been modified without me having to do anything by hand. It's all just there. So yeah, all that's left is doing things to make stuff look nice. It has support for locators and lights, and haven't fully implemented triggers yet because I'm lazy, but the support for triggers is pretty much there. All that's missing is exporting them from Blender, and that I can do in a while. I'm just gonna go to sleep in a while, so I'll get that done later. So yeah.